morning. I am so excited to be here with all of you and share the 4 agreements with you. It's a book I've read many times over the years, and it just really means a lot to me and my husband to live this life of integrity and help to have this wisdom. What I wanted to share with you is a basic rundown of the book, letting you know that the first agreement is be impeccable with your word. I can consciously do that. I'm a woman of integrity. I like my words and actions to match. And the third agreement is don't make assumptions. And we all know what happens when we assume something, right? So we can give each other the benefit of the doubt and not make assumptions. The fourth agreement is always do your best. And I can do this. I am a perfectionist, and I love to do my best in everything I do. And even if I'm not feeling so well, I can do my best. And our best looks different from day to day. Did you notice that I skipped the second agreement? Don't take anything personally. This is the toughest agreement for me. All my life, I've seemed to have taken things personally. So when I think back of growing up in the corporate world, I think of those interviews that I've been on, and they've asked me, what is your weakness, Gayla? What is your cutting edge? And I would say, don't take things personally. Because I am passionate and I care about what I do. And it kind of cuts to the core when someone criticizes or judges me. And I also think about being in ministerial school. That is a time when I get to practice not taking things personally. After our communications classes, which were called homiletics, our teachers, our faculty, and our colleagues would give us feedback on our talks. And my professor once told me, Gayla, you just need to dress nicer. And my dean would say, Gayla, get your hair cut. Get your bangs out of your eyes. We want to see your beautiful face. And even with him giving me a compliment, I would take it personally. Joining Toastmasters is an opportunity for me to not take it personally. When I think about how I joined courageously and wanted to become a better speaker, but that piece about evaluations was lingering in there. And when I was thinking about what is an evaluation, it's critiquing. Oh, that's criticism. Or finding fault with. And I would just get really nervous until I reevaluated what evaluations were. And that is to appraise and to affirm. So I think that evaluations work for me now. Right, Karen? And so also what I wanted to talk with you about is how I wanted to get a vision of what it was like to be in a state of not taking things personally. So I prayed, I got quiet, and the image of a duck came to mind. A duck, yes, that's what it's like to not take things personally. They have these waterproof feathers that when people say things to us, they can just bead up and fall off. And they have this natural ability to just ruffle and move forward gracefully. I think that a duck can remind us not to take things personally. Do we need thick skin, or do we need duck feathers to not take things personally? Also, I was thinking about 3 ways to really apply not taking things personally in our lives. 3 approaches that we can consider together. And one of them for me is prayer and meditation. Another is to make conscious choices. And the third is to love and respect ourselves and others. For prayer and meditation, the most important part of me, besides relaxing, is breathing. So if someone says something that's unkind or that causes conflict, I can just remember to breathe. And in the face of conflict, I can just take a step back and relax and remember my centeredness from prayer and meditation. Also, breathing helps us in our body awareness so that we can just remember who we are and practice breathing. The second part, well, I think that prayer and meditation can be a prescription for building immunity for not taking things personally. So, prayer meditation is the first approach. The second is to make conscious choices. And I believe that if we make conscious choices, we can take a step back and remember who we truly are. And I was going to share with you my favorite paragraph on page 60 of the second agreement. If you keep this agreement, you can travel around the world with your heart completely open, and no one can hurt you. You can say, I love you without fear of rejection or being ridiculed, and you can ask for what you need. You can say yes or you can say no, whatever you choose, without guilt or self-judgment. You can choose to follow your heart always. Make conscious choices to not take things personally. And the third and final thing is to love and respect ourselves and others. And by doing this, we get to say that we give ourselves permission in that conscious choice. No one can hurt me unless I make that conscious choice. So in loving and respecting myself, I take a step back, I can observe and notice what's going on, and then I remember who I truly am. So in that space of prayer and meditation, making conscious choices, and loving and respecting ourselves, I invite you to do the same, to remember who you are, and that you have the choice to take something personally or not. Thank you.